Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. So we are in my garage today. It is still raining outside. It has been raining for almost 4 weeks straight. It's absolutely crazy, but we do have a break in the rain coming up later this week. So I have a big list of things that I want to start getting done. I'm really excited about it, but Jason and I figured since it's raining today, we can work in the garage. So as a little kind of backstory, my garage is a mess. If you all have seen shots of me walking through my garage, it is, I feel like I'm not alone in this. I feel like a lot of people have really messy garages, but it's just really, really hard for me as a gardener because I store a ton of my gardening stuff in my garage and it's really hard to have access to it. I'm constantly like navigating around all of this junk, trying to find that shovel I need or that fertilizer I need. And I think that the problem is that there's no specific place for it. You know, it's, what do they say? If everything has its place, then, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. If everything has a place or everything, whatever that saying is, you guys know what I'm talking about. Everything in its place. So that was the problem with my garage, is that not everything had a place. We kind of just threw it all in here. And so for my birthday is right around Christmas time. Jason gifted me with the act of service, which is my love language, of organizing my gardening stuff in the garage. And I'm super, super excited about it because it's something that's going to help me out so incredibly much this gardening season. So that is what we're doing today. You can probably see behind me this wall on my garage. He's already been working on it since right around Christmas time. This is called a slat wall. And this is the system. He did a lot of research to find out what a good system would be to organize all of my gardening stuff. So what I did, he asked me to write down all the things that I use for gardening that I want easy, quick access to. So I had kind of a list. I was trying to pare it down. I'm trying to need less, like I don't need 3 shovels. I can do it. I can handle 1 shovel and things like that. So I wrote down a list of all the things. And then what he did is he found a system that would be able to fit all those things. And so he landed on this slat wall system, and I'll show it to you guys in a second. You all might have been noticing that I am glowing right here. So as a YouTuber, as a content creator, sometimes we get sent products to try out. And it is one of the perks of the job. I do have to say, sometimes it's stuff that like, I'm just totally not interested in. And I say, no, thank you. I don't need that. But this company contacted me. It's Aurora. I'm not sure how to say it. Aurora, I think. It is a heated jacket. You guys, I am warm and toasty right now because this jacket has a little tiny battery pack in the pocket, and this jacket is heated right now. So if the little button is white, so white is medium heat, blue is cool heat or like low heat, and then red is high heat. So I was wearing this the other day and I was a happy girl. I was definitely a happy girl. So sometimes I get sent things that are really, really fun. I will share them with you guys. I did not get paid to say this. This is how companies market these days, is I feel like they just send products to people that are, on different social media platforms, and then we can rate them and review them. So sometimes they will, offer to pay money and things like that. But like I said, I'm not going to be doing that. It would have to be a really special product if I was going to do that on YouTube and get money from it, because once you start getting paid money, you're kind of limited in what you can say. Obviously, you can't say anything bad, but if they just send me the product, I can say, oh, I hate this. It was absolutely terrible. So anyway, I'm sharing this jacket with you because it's an awesome jacket. I love it. I feel like every cold day I'm going to be wearing it from now on. I will link it below, and then I'm also going to put it in my Amazon store as well. So just had to say that. If you guys notice that I'm glowing, that's because I'm nice and warm and toasty. Okay, so on to the organizing system. Jason's out. Hi, Jason. Thank you for doing this for me.
You're welcome.
So it's called a slat wall. The reason why it's called a slat wall is because it obviously has slats in it. And so this brand that he chose is called the Crown Wall system. And what is the material? PVC. So it's PVC. So I feel like it's going to be really easy to clean. And then basically what he did is he went through and he basically put it up and then screwed it into the studs. So these are all screwed into the studs. You can't see the screws because it basically goes, it's like covered over each other. So then what you do is you take accessories. You can see this is going to be our charging station. You take accessories and you just slide them into the slat wall. So these are all the accessories we have. This wood is for my raised garden beds that are supposed to go right here, but you can see what an absolute muddy mess my cut flower garden is right now. So we will push that to another day. But you can see like these are the shelf brackets, and you just take them and you just go like that, and then you can put one of these shelf pieces and put them on here, and then all of a sudden you have a shelf and you can move it wherever you want it to be. So the Crown Wall system does sell its own proprietary, why am I saying that wrong? Proprietary accessories. And we did get some of those. We got these, and they are really nice. They are super nice, but they're expensive. So, okay, look, you could see Crown Wall right there. But there are a bunch of knockoff versions that are pretty good as well. So we kind of got a mixture of everything. And like I said, I wrote down all the things that I wanted to go on this wall and basically have super easy access to. So when I'm gardening, all I have to do is run in here, grab something, and run back outside. And I feel like it's gonna save me so much time with gardening. So we kind of have a good idea of where everything's gonna go here. We might have to kind of move things around a little bit, but the goal for today is just to get everything up and see where it goes. And then over here, this piece of wall, Jason's actually going to go get a pegboard, and we're going to use this wall for hanging like tools, like drill bits and screwdrivers and hammers and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of a perfect spot for it. So goal today is just to get all the supplies hung up so I have easy access to them. And then, eventually, we're just starting with this wall for the garage. Eventually, we'll try and get things going all the way around. You can see what an absolute mess it is. These 2x4 shelves, I made these. If you see them a little crooked, that's because I made them. But, they've been working fine. They've been working really well. They're just, they're good for boxes. They're not good for like little equipment things. You can see all my little bins right there with different things in them. So it's working fine, but just not perfectly. And we had this whole wall right here that would be so much easier just to have things hung on it. So that is the goal for today. Let's see if we can get it done. we're pretty much done with this part. It was actually really easy because if things needed to be changed a little bit, you could just slide the hooks or slide the shelves just a couple inches just to kind of fit everything in like a puzzle piece. So we still have that part of the garage to work on, but Jason's gonna work on that later today. I promised the girls I would take them to the movies. It's a Sunday. And then Jason is planning to go to Home Depot, and he is going to get pegboard to put right here. I think I already told you guys that. So let me turn the camera around and I will show you all our organized spot a little bit better. I'm so happy about it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna change my life, gardening. So, is that a bit excessive? Yeah. All right, so here it is in all its glory. Hopefully the lighting isn't horrible. I was trying to increase the exposure when I was filming us putting it up. So hopefully that was okay for you guys. But all right, let me get started over here. So over here we have my adjustable rake that I absolutely love. I use it all the time, so I wanted it really easily accessible. Same with this shovel. This is probably the shovel that I use the most. So those two I wanted to put right next to each other. And then we thought we could put a shelf there where I could put my gardening boots and my gardening shoes, my really messy shoes. Normally I put them right by the door and it's just a mess. So I feel like that will be a little bit better place for them. I am totally expecting for these white shelves to get dirty, but they're really easy to clean. So that's good. And then my leaf blower, another thing, actually, I should just say, I use all these things all the time. So they're all easily accessible, which is great. My dustpan, some more shelves, the weed whacker, the pruners. This I'm super excited about. This is my drip irrigation kits, and I use these things absolutely all the time. So I'm so happy that they're right there. Same with my kneeling pads right there. Watering cans. You can see there's a place for everything. So now I feel like, I hope I'm not going to just come in the garage and throw stuff in a pile like I did here. We'll actually put it away and put it where it's supposed to go, because it will be very obvious if I didn't put it back in its place. So more just gardening tools, rakes and hoes and what is this? Garden forks, brooms and stuff like that. And then we get all into like the garden supplies. I have a bin. I had these bins before. I just had them on the other side of the garage. So these are for my clean gloves. These are for my dirty gloves. This works really well for me because I don't wash all my gloves all at once. Like you can see how many gardening gloves I have. I go through them really, really often. So I'll just take them out of this pile. And then when I'm done and they're nasty and dirty and need to be washed, I'll put them in that pile. I have a couple other boxes that I do need to organize. These are my augers that I love. I showed you guys, this is the Twist and Plant power planter auger. So when I get my 4-inch pots this spring to plant, I'm going to be using this, and it's going to make it so easy. So I'm excited about that one. Obviously, this isn't a long-term solution for my augers, because I am planning to invest in a bigger drill. This is I think it's an 18-volt drill. This drill will only work for these smaller augers, and I want some of the bigger ones so I can drill bigger holes. So I have to invest in a bigger handheld drill to be able to do that, and then I need to find a place to put those. But that's what's cool about this system, is you can kind of just shift things around from one place to another. Nothing is actually stuck in the spot where we put it. So if we find that this isn't working for whatever reason, it will take no time at all to kind of just shift it a little bit. This machine right here, I don't know if you all remember from last year, but this is my Petra powered sprayer, and this is a lifesaver. I love this thing. I use it for my water soluble fertilizer. This is the Proven Winners one, and it just makes it so easy because I can just walk around and I can just spray all my annuals. So I am planning to go kind of crazy with annuals this year in my garden, so I think I'm going to be using that a lot. And then what's cool about this is they say that you can plug it in, so you can see here's the cord right here, and it comes up through here, and then it goes into our plug right there. And they say with this battery, you can leave it plugged in all the time and not have to worry about it wearing the battery out. So it's just going to stay plugged in, and it'll always be charged and ready to go for for when I want to fertilize. And then I have this is where my pruners are. This is where my wire and my like twisty ties are. These are where like my trowels are. This is our charging station, which I'm really excited about. So I wish there was a way that we could make this a little bit more organized, but I think they have like big charging stations at Home Depot for these batteries. But so these batteries fit with all of our power tools. That's why we have all these lime green Ryobi, or I guess neon green. I don't know. That's why we have all these Ryobi, because it's you buy one of these batteries and this battery fits with all of the tools. So yeah, that's, you know, it's like if you buy DeWalt, you buy the DeWalt battery and the DeWalt battery fits with all the DeWalt tools. So when you buy something like a blower, you want to make sure you're kind of stuck with that brand. You know what I mean? So that's why this looks like that. And then I have all my fertilizers up there, and then my liquid fertilizers, my annual fertilizers, my premium continuous release plant food right there. That is where I had planned to put all my seed starting supplies, but that is not enough room. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to figure it out. And then all my sprays up there. So obviously the stuff that's higher up, I don't use as often. The stuff that is my height level is the stuff that I use absolutely all the time. All right, so I think that is it for today's video. I feel like we got a ton of stuff done. I am off to the movies with the girls, and you're what, going to Home Depot for the pegboard?
I think so.
Yeah, so Jason's still going to be working. I'll give you guys an update in another video later on this week or maybe next week, once hopefully we get this garage all cleaned out. It's kind of the perfect thing to do when it's raining, because it's not, you know, it's not pouring down rain right now. It's kind of just drizzling, but it's just consistent drizzling. So thank you for doing this for me.
Welcome.
Mwah. Love you. All right. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.